Welcome to my channel, all of you. We have started one chapter, coordinate geometry, and we have discussed about one of the topics of coordinate geometry as distance formula, right? And based on that topic, we have solved one exercise from NCERT 7.1. So let us move to the next topic, which I am going to teach you in this video, which is section formula. And based on this topic, whatever we will have, we will solve next exercise. So this video is part 2 of coordinate geometry. So what is section formula? Suppose if we have a line segment AB, and if this line segment AB is divided by a point P in the ratio m is to n, then what will be the coordinate of the point P? So the coordinate of the given point A and B are x1 y1 and x2 y2, and let us the coordinate of P be xy and the ratio as m is to n. So it means A to P is m, A to P and P to B, the ratio between A to P and P to B is m is to n. So the formula says, in order to find the x part or abscissa of point P, what we need to do? First, this m will multiply with the x part of B, x part of coordinate of B, and this n will multiply x part of A. So what we will get? We will get m x2 plus n x1 divided by sum of the ratio m is to n. Similarly, to find the y part of B, to find y part of P or ordinate of P, what formula says? It says m will multiply with y part of B and n will multiply with y part of A. So what we will get? M y2 plus n y1 divided by sum of ratio. So this is x part of P and this is y part of P. So what will be the coordinate of P then? This comma this. Either you can memorize this, it is easy, m x1 m x2 plus n x1 divided by sum of ratio, m y2 plus n y1 divided by sum of ratio, or you can do like this and this. You can use like this, right? You need to draw a figure like this and then do like this, which I have done. Now note, if P becomes midpoint of the line segment joining A and B, so if this point P becomes what? Becomes midpoint, right? So if it becomes midpoint, then what happened? If P comes in the middle, then A to P and P to B, the ratio will become same, 1 is to 1. So if in place of Mn, if we put 1 1, what we will get? We will get x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. This is known as midpoint formula. Okay? Sum of the abscissa divided by 2, comma sum of the ordinate divided by 2. Note number 1. Now note number 2. Points of trisection. Now what do you mean by points of trisection? If we have a line segment A to B, if on this line segment 2 points divide this line segment in such a way that it will make this line segment AB, it will divide the line segment AB in 3 equal parts, A to P, P to Q, Q to B. This all parts are, this part all are equal. The ratio will become same. So what we will say? The line segment AB is trisected by the points P and Q. In that case, A to P, P to Q, Q to B will become, the ratio between A to P and P to B and Q to B is 1 is to 1 is to 1. So that means this is 1 unit, P to Q is 1 unit, Q to B is 1 unit in terms of ratio. Or like this, 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter. What we will get? The ratio we will get as 1 is to 1 is to 1. So what is A to P? What is the ratio between A to P and P to B? So A to P is 1, right, and P to B is 2 part, that is why 1:2. Similarly, what is the ratio between A to Q and Q to B? So A to Q, see the figure, A to Q is 2 part and Q to B is 1 part, that is why 2:1. Understood concept of trisection? So here we have the exercise 7.2. Exercise 7.1 is already solved in the previous video, right? So here we have how many questions? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 10, I think. So let us solve one by one. Here we have first question. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of -1, 7, 3, -3, 4, -3 in the ratio 2:3. So we need to find the coordinate of the point P, right? I have drawn the figure, right? Here we have P. So we need to find the coordinate of P. So what was the formula? M x2, here M is 2, x2 is 4, x1 is -1. So M will multiply with x2. So 2 into 4 give you 8, plus 3 will multiply with 1, -1, we will get -3. Divide by sum of ratio, 3 plus 2 plus 3. Then we will get x part of P. Now how to find y part of P? What was the formula? M y2. Here M is 2 and y2 is -3. So 2 into -3 give you -6, plus n y1. N is 3 and y1 is 7. So 3 into 7 give you 21, divided by sum of ratio. So after simplification we will have 1, 3. So that is the point. Number 2. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment this and this. So these 2 points are A and B, and we need to find P and Q. So in that case, first we need to know what is the ratio between AP and PQ. Between AP then P to B. It is 1:2, right? So let P and Q be the point of trisection. So P divides AB. If I say what is the see in this figure, here P divides AB. P divides AB in what ratio? Tell me. 1:2. So this is what we have here. So P divides AB in the ratio 1:2. Now we know the coordinates A and B and we know the ratio. Now we can apply the formula mx2, that one. Hence the coordinate of P. See, the figure has been drawn here. Okay. So A to P and P to B is 1:2. Then what will be the formula? We know the formula mx2 plus nx1 divided by sum of ratio, right? So what will happen? Here we have 1, here we have 2. Then what will have? 1 will multiply with -2, we'll get -2, and 2 will multiply with 4, we'll get 2 into 4 as 8, right? Sum of ratio 1 plus 2. Similarly, here we have ratio 1:2. Then what happened? To find the y part of P, what we will do? 1 will multiply with -3 and 2 will multiply with -1. So -3 and 2 with -1, -2. Sum of ratio 1 plus 2. So what is the coordinate of P then? This one. Similarly, Q divides AP in the ratio 2:1. Hence, by using the formula, we will get coordinate of Q. So now we know what are the coordinates of the points of trisection, that is P and Q. Now next sum. So in question number 3, first read. Question number 3. Here we have to conduct sports day activities in your rectangular shaped school ground ABCD. So here this is a school ground ABCD. Okay. Lines have been drawn with chalk powder. So these lines has been drawn with chalk powder at a distance of 10 meter each. Sorry, 1 meter each. See, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 is there, is drawn there. 100 flower pots have been placed at a distance of 1 meter from each other along ADC. Here we have the pot. As shown in the figure. Now, Niharika runs 1/4 of the distance AD. This Niharika run 1/4 of the distance AD. So total distance of AD is 100 meter, because one flower pot, because the distance between the flower pot is 1 meter. So total distance 100 flower pots has been placed. So total distance from A to D is 100 meter. So 1/4 of 100 meter is 25. And on the second line, and on this Niharika runs 1/4 the distance of AD on the second line. Which line? Second line. See, this line is second line, line 2, and post a flag, a green flag. So wherever she now tell me though, where she will post the green flag. Here to here 2 and here to here is 25. So at the point 2, 25, 2 meter, 2, 25, 2 meter along x axis and 25 meter along y axis, 2, 5. Now Preeti runs 1/5 distance of AD. 1/5 distance of AD means 1/5 of 100 gives you 20, right? And on which line? On the 8th line. So, and in that case, where she will post the flag? Here to here 8 and here to here 20. So she will post the flag at the point 8, 20. So what is the question? What is the distance between both the flags? So that means you need to find the distance between the 2 points. First one. Second is, if Reshmi has to post a blue flag exactly halfway between the line segment joining the two flags. So the two flags will be posted like this at this point and at this point, line number 8, sorry. So in midway between this 2 and 8, so where she will plot the flag midway between them. That means you need to find the midpoint with the help of the midpoint formula. Now let's solve this question. So position of green flag 2, 25 already discussed. Position of red flag 8, 10 I have already told you. So the distance between the two flags means distance between them by using the distance formula, so which gives you this. Now let Rashmi has to post a blue flag at the point B, midway of GR. So what is the midpoint formula then? This plus this, 2 plus 8, x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2, and got this one. Hence Reshmi has to move in 5th line at a distance of 2 to 0.5 meter along AD. That is the solution we have. So you will do the next of the question number 4 and 5 you will do. Now here we have question number 6. What we have? Now 4 points are given and they are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order. What we are required to find? We are required to find x and y. See, x and y is there. So we know. So now tell me, how we are going to find this x and y? By using distance formula and all. We know the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal, so we will apply distance formula. In that case, it will become very much tough to find x and y. It will become very difficult to find x and y. So we will use another concept. We know in a parallelogram, diagonal bisect each other. Diagonal bisect each other, right? These diagonal bisect each other. So diagonal bisect each other means the midpoint of diagonal AC must be same as that of midpoint of diagonal BD. So what I have written, it is written there. We know that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Bisect each other means the midpoint of diagonal must be same. Now what will be the midpoint of AC? Tell me. AC, x plus 1 divided by 2, comma 6 plus 2 divided by 2. Okay. Now what will be the midpoint of BD? 3 plus 4 divided by 2, y plus 5 divided by 2. Since diagonal bisect each other, that is why they must be equal. Midpoint must be same. That is why we have equal to here. So that equals to means this can be equate with this one and this can be equate with this one. So after equating, we got x as 6 and y as 3. Hence the result. Number 7. Find the coordinates of a point A where AB is a diameter of a circle whose center and point B is given. So here we have the figure. See what we are required to find. We are required to find the coordinates of point A. P is given, B is given. And since P is the center, so that means this distance and this distance must be same. That means P becomes midpoint of AB. So let the coordinate of A be x comma y. So center P is the midpoint of AB. Now what is the midpoint formula? X plus 1 divided by 2, comma y plus 4 divided by 2, which is equals to 3 comma minus 2, because coordinate of P is already given. Now again equate this one with 2, this one with minus 3. After equating, we got what is the values of x and y. Hence the coordinate of A is 3 comma minus 10. If A and B, next question, if A and B are this and this respectively, find the coordinates of P such that AP is equals to 3 by 7th of AB and P lies on the line segment AB. So that means we have the two coordinates but we don't have the ratio at which P divides the line segment AB. So with the help of this information, this one, that AB is equals to 3 by 7th of AB, AP is equals to 3 by 7th of AB. With the help of this information, we are going to find the ratio. Suppose here we have P, at this here we have A and here we have B. So what ratio we are required? A to P, then P to B, right? So how we will find? Cross multiply, and AB, the AB means this total. So in place of AB we can write A to P here to here and then P to B here to here, right? Now AP one side. So A to P and P to B is 3:4. Now we know the ratio 3:4. Now using the formula mx2 plus nx1 divided by sum of ratio comma ny2 plus ny1 divided by sum of ratio, we got this. So this exercise has been completed. Your task is to do rest of the sums as well as all those sums which we have discussed in this video. Hope you have understood the concept of section formula, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. So I will come with my new video, and in that video we will solve the next exercise 7.3 of coordinate geometry, and that will be the part 3 of coordinate geometry. If you will find any difficulties, please ask me. Thank you for watching.